nearly popped a guy's ribcage with a devastating bonsai drop that
even
surprisingly
in the
didn't
chin.
paralyze
My nose and my privates hurt so bad and so thin.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Kev Darius here, bringing you guys back a brand new video to my channel. Today we have a very special guest with us. He's my little brother, also known as
Isaac. And
today we're gonna be reacting to the most painful moves to take in WWE. The video is by WrestleMania. I think that's the channel. So y'all make sure to, maybe I butchered it probably. I don't even know. Maybe it's just WrestleMania in general. But go check the channel out in the description down below if you want to watch the original video. And also go hit the subscribe button for them as well. And yeah, let's get started with the reaction. This is going to be your first time reacting to it.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get him into WWE. So hopefully this will help out with that. And enough said, let's get to the video.
10 of the most painful WWE moves to take. Number 1, Goldust Shattered Dreams. A Goldust's Shattered Dreams move is a signature move of the legendary wrestler Goldust. It actually involves him trapping his opponent in the corner of the ring with their legs spread apart, and then Goldust delivers a swift and forceful kick to the groin area, causing immense pain and discomfort. Now, of course, you don't have to be a genius to figure out why this move is so painful. The groin area is highly sensitive, and having a swift strike to this area can cause immense pain. Of course, there's a trick that Goldust uses to alleviate the pain somewhat. Even though he does make contact with the groin, most of the force is in the turnbuckle behind the wrestler. Of course, Goldust could only execute this when the referee was distracted, as the move is illegal in wrestling as it's literally a low blow. Technically, this is the ultimate trust between two wrestlers, as Goldust has to hit that turnbuckle with precision. Otherwise, it can be a very, very painful night for that wrestler. Number 2, the clothesline. The clothesline is a move that every wrestler uses. In fact, it's probably in a beginner's handbook of moves wrestlers need to use. However, the beautiful thing about the clothesline is that there's different variations on how it can be used. The most notable is JBL's Clothesline from Hell, in which the former WWE champion always seems to take someone's head off with each hit. Now, there's nothing fancy about the clothesline. It's a brutal move that can be effectively be seen as somewhat ordinary in regular matches, yet can be taken seriously as a match or career-ending finisher. What's even better about the clothesline is that it can come out of nowhere. It's a dynamic move that causes...
Yeah, I'm Deadpool's roommate right now.
Commercial break.
You can't see him.
It's a believable shift at a moment's notice because of the simplicity of the maneuver. Number 3, Apron Brainbuster Sami Zayn. The WWE's always billed the apron as the hardest part of the ring, so naturally any move that connects on the edge of the squared circle seems quite brutal. There aren't many moves that are specific for this part of the ring, which makes Sami Zayn's Brainbuster stand out even more. The move is a dumbed down version that Zayn's lost brother El Generico used on the independent scene as a turnbuckle Brainbuster. Generico passed the baton on to the WWE star, and though Zayn rarely uses it, every time he hits the apron Brainbuster, it sends shivers down your spine because it effectively looks like a career killer. Moves like the pile driver or the original Brainbuster are moves that have broken necks or paralyzed opponents. If Sami Zayn used the apron Brainbuster more often, then it wouldn't be surprising if it ended up on a ban list like the pile driver due to the nasty career-ending risk wrestlers could be taking. Number 4, Inadverted Alabama Slam Drew McIntyre. This move is a bit more complex than the other moves listed thus far. The originator of the move was Hardcore Holly, who finished off his opponents using an Alabama Slam that was effective as a signature move. McIntyre's version of Hardcore Holly's infamous finisher is more dangerous due to its unpredictable nature. Just ask Riddick Moss, who took the ugliest version of McIntyre's inadverted Alabama Slam and landed squarely on his head. The move itself requires some serious strength like the razor's edge, but it also needs the wrestler taking the move to be in perfect sync when using it. Granted, wrestlers need to be in perfect unison for every single move they use inside the squared circle, but the inverted Alabama Slam requires an extra level of commitment from both parties to prevent a serious injury. McIntyre's Future Shock DDT and Claymore are perfect for him as finishers, but the more complex nature of the inverted Alabama Slam makes it more dangerous than most WWE maneuvers. Number 5, Pop-Up Powerbomb to the apron Kevin Owens. Did you forget about the hardest part of the ring? Apply that to Kevin Owens' signature pop-up powerbomb that has sadly been relegated to signature move status, but who could forget when Owens turned on Sami Zayn in NXT and destroyed him with the powerbomb onto the apron, or even hitting the move on Daniel Bryan causing panic and fear in his comeback match. When the company was pushing this move as a generation's punk kick, it was effective because the finisher looked like it could break
that one looks
anyone's
really
back
dangerous
with
on the
ease.
back.
It made the pop-up version even more threatening because it was positioned as a devastating career-ending move. It is a rare move that has
Like
you
in the
clutching
corner
your
of
back
it.
because you can feel the pain through the television screen. Number 6, DDT. The DDT is as old as time. Though many credit Jake the Snake Roberts for the invention of it, the WWE Hall of Famer is in the same camp as CM Punk's GTS, where both wrestlers made a rarely used maneuver infamous. Just like the clothesline, the DDT is a highly dynamic move that can work as both a regular move or an electrifying finisher. There are so many different variations of the DDT, but the classic Jake Roberts maneuver is effective enough to put their opponents on the injury list. From Mick Foley, Edge, The Rock, or Drew McIntyre, driving your opponent's neck into the mat can put a permanent end to a man's career. That's what happened to Charlie Haas, whose career was never the same after taking McIntyre's Future Shock DDT. I broke my neck. Drew McIntyre broke my neck. It's on YouTube. It was supposed to be me and Ron Killings, and they brought him outside instead, and it was an interview, and he cut me off and hit me with a DDT with my hands behind my back. Never let go. I heard it crack. The DDT has lasted in professional wrestling for decades.
See, I would think as a wrestling fan, I would always feel like the DDT is the easiest move. Like it won't hurt you at all since you have your hands, behind the opponent. But looking at this, I didn't even know somebody got injured from a DDT. I thought that would be impossible, but I guess not. So what is your opinion on it?
The first thing that I notice is when they're doing the move, the head goes first. And so that's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Because the brain and the neck.
The neck area is
And
exposed.
yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't think it would hurt, but knowing that injury is there, like, it is pretty dangerous. And shout out to Randy Orton because he uses it a lot.
Decades because it's a simple move that can come out of nowhere.
You see,
Though it
even
doesn't have the injury rate of a
on the
straight
top
pile driver,
turnbuckle.
it will surely leave your neck sore for the rest of the night. Number 7, chops.
Oh, this
Can you imagine if Gunther chopped his opponents for an hour straight? Chops are the only move on this list that won't put you out of commission
You can't
permanently,
fake that.
but the aftermath of these vicious spots, you usually see the victim's chest light up like a carved turkey. And chops are painful. There's no cushy mat between contact, and since this is professional wrestling, matches are supposed to look brutal and real. Chops are safe enough that the pain won't last very long, but that doesn't mean that your pain experience will be as soft as landing on a cloud of fluffy marshmallows. Number 8, the F5. Now, there's a reason that Brock Lesnar's F5 has remained his primary finisher. The move looks downright deadly. Who could forget one of the bloodiest and most violent beatdowns that resulted in Lesnar F5ing a one-legged Zach Gowen into a steel post? The former WWE champion's entire moniker is that he's an unstoppable beast, so the company has done segments that made the F5 the ultimate finisher. The F5 is really an inverted flapjack, but the spinning and height Lesnar gets on his opponents makes the move seem more brutal and unforgiving. In fact, Road Dogg told a funny story on his Oh You Didn't Know podcast about the F5 that didn't particularly end well for his nose and private parts.
Here's how I controlled myself. If you can watch the video, I got to his leg and I literally fell down and I'm holding his leg. So all I knew he had to do was scoop me up. And then this was a running joke for a long time after this. You'll see I hit my nose and my private part on the ring really hard on both of them.
I can't imagine
if you're
that.
wondering, my nose did hit first. But like it hurt so bad. The bump was fine, but like my nose and my privates hurt so bad. And so then it was like a running rib where Vince would make fun of me after that. Like, maybe Brock could F5 you again.
Number 9, Brett's turnbuckle spot. The best there is,
Nobody
the
wants to
best
be
there
here in the
was, and
private
the
part.
best there ever will be is highly regarded amongst his peers when it comes to protecting his opponents inside the ring. Not only that, but Brett went out of his way to make his opponents look good. There are plenty of notable tricks Bret Hart had up his sleeves to grab the fans' attention, with one of them being his signature bump where he rams his sternum into the turnbuckle. Bret Hart has discussed this spot in the past and recalls it happening around his Stampede days. The first time he did it, Bret didn't particularly have the strength to turn around and hit the corner with his back, so he took to the face. He did this bump a couple of times and noticed that fans gasped every time he did it, so it became a regular spot in a good portion of his matches. The spot itself always looked brutal, and it's the incredible selling of the Hitman that has you buying that his sternum legitimately could have been crushed in this spot. That particular bump grabbed the attention by the throat and commanded their attention from that point on. There's a reason why so many consider him the best technical wrestler on the planet, as the WWE Hall of Famer understood the psychology of the business and put it to great use in every one of his matches. I mean, let's face it, the sell would have been so good because it actually would have been painful to do. And number 10, the Bonsai Drop. The Bonsai Drop is always a risky move. While the move is harmless if you weigh less than 100 pounds, a guy like The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin was never caught dead using the maneuver. These maneuvers were mainly used by super heavyweights like Yokozuna. Billed at 600 pounds, this WWE Hall of Famer made this finisher infamous for the wrong reasons sometimes. One of those reasons is when Yokozuna nearly popped a guy's ribcage with a devastating Bonsai Drop that
Even
surprisingly
in the
didn't
chin.
paralyze the jobber for life. There are rumors that it was an accident though. There were also rumors that it was on purpose because Yokozuna didn't like the guy. Whatever the case may be, the move has always had the potential to cause some serious harm to the chest and ribcage. Mabel crushed Diesel's back doing his version in his SummerSlam 95 match for the WWE Championship. Now Nia Jax uses this move as a finisher. There have been no injuries reported so far and hopefully it stays that way. Well, there you have it folks. Be sure to leave your comments down below.
All right, well, that was our reaction to the most painful moves to take in WWE by WrestleMania. WrestleMania. I'm gonna get right in. Wait, I don't know what I don't even know what I'm saying. Shout out to WrestleMania for the video and for posting this video. This was a really entertaining video. So y'all go subscribe and like the video. The description is going to be down below for his channel. Show that support. And also, what did you think? That was something, right? That was first off, which move did you think was the most painful?
Hold on. Oh, wait. The first one. The
Goldust Shattered Dreams? Oh yeah, you're right. Cuz what if he misses it? Like what if what if he misses your the turnbuckle and then it just hits you right in the private area? Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't take that one. That's the one I wouldn't take. But also look at the chops. Like including Gunther's chops.
Bad.
It looks terrible. If you do have any questions for us or any concerns, any comments about wrestling, leave it in the comment section down below. And also make sure if you want more reactions with my little brother, leave a like down below. Also make sure to subscribe down below. And road to 300 subscribers. We're still in there. So y'all go show some love in the video. And we're probably gonna react to more videos, right? I think that's gonna be what we're gonna be doing. So yeah, if y'all want some more reactions, y'all subscribe down below, hit that like button. Also make sure to hit that notification button. That way you can be part of that notification squad. And we'll talk to you guys on the next video. So thank you again and goodbye.
See, all I want you to do is be my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. And another woman that can take